This is exactly right.
The Hulu original series Furious is now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+.
Starring Emmy Rossum as Alice Black, Furious follows a rookie FBI agent on the hunt for Catherine, played by Lola Pettigrew, a mysterious and calculating female serial killer.
While Alice upholds justice, Catherine kills for it, terrorizing the rich and powerful men of New York in her pursuit of vengeance.
With secrets that change everything, Alice discovers there's a thin line between hunter and prey.
Watch the Hulu original series Furious.
Now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers. Terms apply.
Goodbye. By now, you've probably heard of Reef. They've been making iconic sandals forever.
But what you might not know is that they also make ridiculously comfortable everyday shoes.
The Neptune is a lightweight, everyday slip-on shoe with a crushed back heel, so you can wear it traditionally or step on the heel and wear it like a slide.
Lightweight, breathable, and easy to wear, the Neptune is the everyday shoe your feet have been waiting for.
I feel like so often you have to sacrifice cuteness for comfort, which is so annoying because I want both all the time. Everything has to be cute, but also I'm old and I want comfortable shoes. So I feel like the Neptunes are the perfect answer to that.
Yeah, I love how cushy they are. They're like, they go with everything. They're really cute, but your feet are like on little clouds.
Check out the Neptune on reef.com and redeem 15% off your first purchase.
Goodbye. If you're thinking about your bra all day, you're probably wearing the wrong bra.
If you're ready for a bra that's designed to support you, not distract you, there's Honeylove.
Honeylove is an independent, female-founded brand with products designed by women who actually wear them. Treat yourself to the most advanced bras and shapewear on the market.
Use our exclusive link to save 20% off Honeylove at honeylove.com/MFM.
That's honeylove.com/MFM.
After you check out, they'll ask where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you.
Experience the new standard in comfort and support with Honeylove.
Goodbye. Hello.
And welcome
to My Favorite Murder,
the Minisode,
where we read you your stories.
You've written them in. What choice do we have? You want to go first?
Sure. Hometown, I swam in a murder pool. Hello to my humanly heroines.
Oh.
You are the cool aunts I wish I had and hope to be. I love how open and honest y'all are. You own up to your mistakes in life and on the pod. This is truly admirable. Y'all are the best and the reason I started therapy years ago. Now let's give the murderinos what they want, shall we?
That's right.
I grew up in Westfield, Indiana. This city may sound familiar to you because you've covered the Herb, and it says Georgia, you pronounce the H, Baumeister murders.
Yeah.
Herb Baumeister. In the 90s, Herb lived on an estate called Fox Hollow Farms, which still exists. He would pick up gay guys at bars, bring them back to his mansion, strangle them to death in his basement pool, and bury their bodies in the backyard. And they're still fucking finding bones.
The bodies are out there. It's such a horrible story.
Horrible, chilling. Well, I'm here to tell you, I have swam in that pool. Oh. And I fucking know it. It's like an indoor old school pool. I've seen it.
I can remember, like, the pictures that I've seen that go with it are...
I still get chills thinking about it. As you can probably guess, I was a dumb high schooler at the time. I was friends with the guy who lives there. If you've watched the Ghost Adventures episode, a previous tenant of the house claims to have been pulled under by an unknown entity in the pool. Apparently, another ghost hunter visiting the house had taken a photo of the pool and saw faces peering out from under the surface of the water. I was also told a medium and his daughter, who he didn't know had similar abilities at the time, came to visit the estate. In an attempt to preserve the little girl's innocence, the medium dad and the homeowner discussed the history of the house without her present. They toured around the house and eventually led to the basement pool area. Again, without knowing what happened there, the little girl points to the pool and says, "Daddy, there's people sleeping in there." And it says, "No Sixth Sense children for me. Thank you very much."
I mean...
Fortunately and unfortunately, nothing like that happened to us while we took a dip. Although we did try ghost hunting ourselves and some weird, unexplainable things happened. A group of us were in the dark basement, phone audio recording, and asking questions to any ghosts willing to answer. A few moments into us attempting contact, music from upstairs starts blaring. We were just upstairs previously and no one else was in that part of the house. We ran upstairs to make sure and turned the music down. As we were all trying to catch our breaths from sprinting up 2 flights of stairs and trying to comprehend what just happened, we hear 3 distinct knocks. We look at each other shocked and hurry to open the door. No one is there again. It's impossible to run down those stairs that quickly without making any noise. To this day, I still can't come up with a logical explanation for the music randomly turning on or the mysterious knocks on the door. Anyways, thank you for choosing my story to read aloud and keep doing what you're doing. SSDGM D.
Just going to Fox Hollow Farm just to visit it and the fact that people live there.
Totally.
But then on top of that, to do anything like you're trying to contact,
right,
like ghosts or spirits or anything is like, yeah, they're there. There was multiple people. Yes, they were murdered. Multiple people murdered over and over in that spot. I can't imagine that just based on other things. And I mean, obviously, there's no proof and you cannot believe in ghosts. Horrible dark shit happened in that house and in that pool room or whatever.
Yeah, but I want to think that those poor spirits are somewhere better. They don't stick around there. They get to go somewhere awesome.
I would love that.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, you kicked it off good.
I know. Sorry.
No. The subject line of this email is a 4-year-old's earliest memory. Hello. In Minisode 391, you asked for crazy shit we could only get away with in the 80s. I was 4 years old in 1982, standing up in the backseat of my dad's 70s model car. You know, the kind made out of pure steel, no seatbelts or airbags, etc. Mm-hmm. The car was loaded with 6 people. I'm standing behind my dad's seat, who's the driver. My cousin, who's a little younger than me, is standing up in the middle, and my baby brother was actually in a car seat. Shock, I know. Mm-hmm. My infant sister was in some kind of baby carrier in my mom's lap in the front passenger seat. We were heading into town on one of those old 2-lane highways, probably going at least 60 miles an hour. I'm sure my dad was blasting some Led Zeppelin or CCR, fun time for all, until a semi-truck pulled out in front of us. My dad said later, quote, I had to make a quick decision, hit the truck or hit the ditch.
Oh my God.
He chose the latter, and we ended up smashing head on into a telephone pole. I flew over my dad and hit the windshield. My dad stuck his arm straight out and caught my cousin, but she smashed her knee into the console and had to get stitches. We both had broken arms, but that was about it for injuries. Which is like, what?
Impossible.
Crazy. Just odd beater.
Yeah.
I think my dad hit the steering wheel and had blood running down his face. I remember sitting on the hood, probably waiting on an ambulance, when my aunt arrived and gave me a Coca-Cola.
Yes.
That's an aunt who gets an emergency call and then stands there for a second and goes, what will they need that I can bring?
Totally.
Incredible first responder work by that aunt.
Yes. Be prepared.
Drink this can of sugar and get distracted. This is one of my earliest memories, and I'm glad no one was killed. My family always joked that we should have hit the truck and then sued in hindsight. Oh my God. Jesus. I love your podcast and can say I'm a day one listener. Love you guys and all you do. Stay sexy and always wear your seatbelt, Susan.
Jesus. Like the common sense back then, it seems like we had enough to put fucking children in seatbelts, right?
I mean, some of my earliest memories, and I'm probably 10 years older than this person, is like sliding back and forth on the bench seat in the back seat. It was like we were in a separate room. It was so big and so loosey-goosey. Yeah. And just that idea of like all of the things that have now laws have been passed and rules have been made, but it was just like back then it was that random. Oh and they all lived. They just broke some arms.
That is a miracle that fucking happened.
Thank God.
Yeah. This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace.
Every successful small business starts with someone saying, I wonder if people would actually buy this.
Squarespace gives you everything you need to find out.
From consultations to events and experiences, you can showcase your skills with a customizable website designed to attract clients and grow your business.
With Squarespace's collection of cutting-edge design tools, anyone can build a beautiful, professional online presence that perfectly fits their brand or business.
Get paid on time with professional invoices and online payments. Plus, Streamline your workflow with built-in appointment scheduling and email marketing tools.
Head to squarespace.com/murder for a free trial.
And when you're ready to launch, use offer code MURDER to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Goodbye. Summer's for adventures, road trips, and adding a whole lot of miles to your car.
That's why it's worth stopping at Valvoline Instant Oil Change first.
If you need an oil change, make the smart stop at Valvoline Instant Oil Change before you hit the highway.
Their trained techs can help you get road trip ready with an oil change and an 18-point maintenance check included with every oil change, checking your tire pressure, wipers, lights, and more.
That means they're checking important things before you're halfway to your aunt's house with no cell service.
And these aren't just any techs. Valvoline Instant Oil Change techs complete over 270 hours of training, so your car's in capable hands.
The best part, you can stay in your car and you're in and out in about 15 minutes.
So before your next long summer ride, pull into Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Change wisely.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
This episode is supported by FX's The Shards, a seductive drama from executive producer Ryan Murphy.
Set in 1980s Los Angeles, the series follows a group of glamorous, deeply entangled high school seniors drawn into a life of wealth, beauty, parties, and excess.
At its center is Brett, whose reality begins to unravel when the arrival of a new student coincides with a series of mysterious murders. FX's The Shards, now streaming on Hulu.
Goodbye. Okay. This one's called Trash Grandma.
Oh.
I know. And it just starts. My grandparents immigrated to America from the Philippines in the mid-70s with 3 children. Together, they built my grandpa's dental practice and a beautiful life for their family. They rewarded themselves by going to Vegas every weekend. Hell yeah.
Okay, so can I just say what I'm guessing about those grandparents?
Yeah.
Chain smokers. Pretty party-based drinkers, right? And then kind of like, they know how to have a good time, these people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, we're going to get to some of those. They were such loyal customers that they got free hotel rooms every time. You smell those rooms. They reek of cigarettes so bad.
You go there to smoke.
Yeah. Sometimes they brought me in one lucky friend, gave us each a roll of quarters for the arcade, and were like, bye, in Vegas.
Yes.
Yep. So my grandma, Connie, made all kinds of trash grandma moves. She bathed me in secondhand smoke all day, every day. There you go. Put half and half in my cereal and let me sit on my grandpa's lap in the front seat of the car.
Yeah.
There you go.
While he was driving?
I think she gleefully called it the best car seat in the world. So I think she was driving. Grandpa was in the passenger seat.
Got it.
I could write 10 pages on her shenanigans. Instead, I'll tell you her best trash grandma move ever. When I was 3 years old, she and I were on her back patio. She gave kisses to her parrot and puffed on a Moore cigarette while I played quietly in the plastic kiddie pool. Moore, M-O-O-R-E. Remember those?
M-O-R-E, yeah. Because they were longer.
Oh,
it was
really?
you got more cigarette. Yeah.
I got it. And then to her horror, she spotted a rattlesnake curled up near the kiddie pool.
What?
She ran inside as fast as she could, closing the sliding glass door and locking it behind her. All caps. Yes, she left me outside with the snake. She yelled for my uncle, who yelled, "Get the kid inside." Thank you, uncle. And she reluctantly unblocked the door and took me in while my uncle killed the snake with a shovel.
Every man for himself.
Oh my God. Despite this story and her being a negative Nancy and total pot stirrer, I appreciate my grandma more than I can say. She and my grandpa loved me more purely and unconditionally than anyone ever has, and spoiled me absolutely rotten. Grandpa is at the big party in the sky, but grandma is still here smoking 2 to 3 packs of Moors a day. If your grandparents are still here, call them today. You mean everything to them.
Oh.
Stay sexy and remember that snakes can probably eat children. A.
Well, I mean, if it was a boa constrictor, let's not be crazy, A.
I want more trash grandma stories, please.
Yes, hell yes. I thought, and I bet you there are these, they might have these stories, but I was like, the first thing my brain went to was she goes to whatever, the Pepper Mill, whatever place in Vegas, and just fills her purse up with creamers and salt and pepper packets and all that kind of stuff.
Definitely.
Equal. The subject line of this is things that wouldn't happen now, Molotov liquor store edition. And then it says in parentheses, 3-minute shorty. Oh, hey. That's how it starts. You recently asked for things that wouldn't happen now on a recent minisode, and now here I am. I won't bore you with the old story of my then 6-year-old uncle tuck and rolling out of a moving car on the way to church because he just didn't want to go.
Feel that one.
But I will tell you about a fire that would have never happened today because we just don't smoke like we did. My grandmother, Inez, worked as a cashier in a liquor store in a tiny town in central Wisconsin called Iola, population 1,200.
Wow.
Now, Grandma had severe asthma, so she never smoked, but it being the late 90s, she was the rare bird who did not have a heater in hand at all times, even on the job. She was off work the day one of her coworkers emptied a full ashtray in the trash bin without checking that all the butts were cool. The trash was taken to the back and placed near a pile of cardboard liquor boxes, and that's where the fire started and grew. This fire burned fast and hot enough that once it reached the front of the store and all the liquor bottles, it blew up the building and 1/3 of the downtown area caught on fire.
Holy shit.
They had to knock down 2 buildings in order to stop the fire from spreading. And in total, 7 buildings were lost and over 200 firefighters were called in to help from surrounding communities. Inez lost a cushy job that day, but thankfully no people died. Wow, that's insane. Yeah. Anywho, stay sexy and don't turn your liquor store into a Molotov cocktail. Cassie.
Holy shit. I'm so scared of fires. Like, I don't want to ask for fire stories, but I bet there's someone, like some crazy ones out there that you guys, that everyone has.
I mean,
right.
Or it could be like interactions with the fire department, because a lot of people don't realize it's like there's the fire stuff, but then there's like all the medical calls where it's like they're the first responders often to your average medical call because they're close by.
Well, you know, we love a first responder story in general. So
yeah, any of those.
Anything. Summer's for adventures, road trips, and adding a whole lot of miles to your car.
That's why it's worth stopping at Valvoline Instant Oil Change first.
If you need an oil change, make the smart stop at Valvoline Instant Oil Change before you hit the highway.
Their trained techs can help you get road trip ready with an oil change and an 18-point maintenance check included with every oil change, checking your tire pressure, wipers, lights, and more.
That means they're checking important things before you're halfway to your aunt's house with no cell service.
And these aren't just any techs. Valvoline Instant Oil Change techs complete over 270 hours of training, so your car's in capable hands.
The best part, you can stay in your car and you're in and out in about 15 minutes.
So before your next long summer ride, pull into Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Change wisely.
Goodbye. This episode is supported by FX's The Shards, a seductive drama from executive producer Ryan Murphy.
Set in 1980s Los Angeles, the series follows a group of glamorous, deeply entangled high school seniors drawn into a life of wealth, beauty, parties, and excess.
At its center is Brett, whose reality begins to unravel when the arrival of a new student coincides with a series of mysterious murders. FX's The Shards, now streaming on Hulu.
Goodbye.
Some flavors will always make you smile.
And with Kachava's new cinnamon French toast flavor, you can enjoy the taste of your favorite childhood breakfast without the sugar crash.
Kachava is an all-in-one nutrition shake that comes in so many delicious flavors, including the brand new cinnamon French toast.
It's made with real cinnamon bark for the richest, deepest, most authentic flavor.
And just 2 scoops provide complete nutrition your body craves with protein, fiber, greens, and so much more.
Kachava provides clean nutrition to fuel wherever your day takes you. No fillers, no nonsense. Okay, the Exactly Right Media office has all become obsessed with Kachava because they keep sending us these amazing boxes of all the flavors, and everyone kind of fights over it now. So we got this new flavor in, and I mean, there was like a line to try it. It's pretty great.
We're real believers in the whole Kachava line, so treat yourself to a childhood favorite.
Go to Kachava.com and use code MFM for 15% off your first order.
That's Kachava, Kachava.com, code MFM. Go to Kachava.com and use code MFM for 15% off your first order.
Goodbye. Bye. Okay, my last one is called Well, That Was Awkward, Britain's Abroad Edition. Oh, hey there, friendarinos. Greetings from ye old England, more specifically, Gloucester. Yes, I fucking looked up the pronunciation of that.
Smart.
Home to the horror show that is Fred and Rose West.
Oof.
And welcome to my story. You wanted awkward misunderstandings, I guess?
Sure, yeah.
Well, here you go. A douchebag ex-boyfriend and I were on a holiday in Japan several years ago. It says his only redeeming features was that he had a lot of money, so I got to go on some pretty nice trips. Get yours. While wandering around the edge of the beautiful town of Kyoto, we passed a cafe. There was a big sign on the side of the building with a picture of a steaming cup of coffee and some Japanese words. Great. We thought we'd stop for a quick one. We parted the retro chic beaded curtain at the entrance and went in. A fairly elderly waiter appeared, looking surprised but friendly, and bowed to us. We bowed back in a very British way and gestured that we would like to sit at a counter in the corner. We were the only customers. His English was clearly ropey and our Japanese was non-existent, so it all felt a bit awkward. But we made ourselves comfortable while he hovered nearby. We somehow indicated that we'd like 2 coffees, took out our map, and started discussing where we'd go next. The sweet man continued to stand there for a moment, but then disappeared behind another beaded curtain, quickly returning with our coffees. He again stood and smiled at us weirdly for a bit, then toddled off. It was only then that we looked up and took in our surroundings. Through the curtain in front of us was a small, unassuming kitchen. To our left was a sparsely decorated living room area. And behind us, through yet another bloody beaded curtain, was the old man sitting in a small office behind a computer. The fact that we were the only customers suddenly made perfect, horrific sense. Our stomachs dropped as the realization hit us that this was not, in fact, a cafe that we'd wandered into, but this poor Japanese man's house.
No.
I, not one for moving quickly under any circumstances, have never shot out of a chair so fast. We grabbed our things, the commotion bringing the guy out to see what these foreign idiots were up to now. One thing we excel at in England is apologizing, so in a way, this was our time to shine.
Yeah, get in there.
We said sorry 2,000 times, bowed another 1,000 times, and tried unsuccessfully to explain ourselves across the language barrier as we tumbled outside. Douchebag took out his wallet and tried to give the guy some money. How fucking mortifying, but he empathetically gestured no, just smiled, looked puzzled, and waved us off. On closer inspection, it turns out that the big cafe sign on the side of the building was actually just an advert for some coffee brand. I want to curl up in a ball and die when I think about this, but also my heart is forever warmed by the unflinching kindness and generosity of that lovely Japanese man.
Yes.
I hope he still thinks of us sometimes, and if he's listening, which he's definitely not, konnichiwa, and sorry. I've been listening to you mega babes since day one. My, how we've all grown.
Oh.
Physically, emotionally, spiritually. It's been a journey. Stay sexy and learn Japanese. Lauren, XX.
I mean, it's so beautiful that culturally Japan are the kind of people, as far as I understand, that they would never go. Like, I just realized, I don't know if I can ever travel to Japan because I am the most direct, like, what are you doing in here? Like, I have no problem. I've never had saying things like that where it's like, this is an entire culture of people who would never try to or want to offend you, even if it means you're busting into their house.
Serving
demanding coffee.
He went and got them coffees.
He did it.
I love it.
Did the cups match? Was he trying to then pretend it was a cafe because he didn't want them to be embarrassed?
Or is it like the quirky kind that has like a bunch of different kinds of mugs, but it's actually your house because you have a bunch of different kinds of mugs?
What if them doing that made this man realize he actually did want to open a cafe and that was his true heart's desire?
Oh my God. And then that's when he realized.
Yeah, that's when it all came together.
That's it.
Okay, here's my last. The subject line is 10-year-old bank teller. Hi, let's get these pleasantries out of the way. I've been a listener since day one. I was a grad student then, and I'm almost done with my public service loan forgiveness. I've gotten married and had 2 kids in that time span that I've been listening. I mean, talk about growing. Wow. And Lauren made that point, and now this email takes up where Lauren left off.
Yeah.
That's quite a lot of growth.
That's amazing.
I don't think I've done as much. Okay, anyway. I'm listening to Minisode 391, and you said something about a 17-year-old bank teller. Well, I want to tell you that I was a 10-year-old bank teller. I grew up in a really small town of Brawley, California, and if you don't know anything about small towns, they seem to make up their own rules when it comes to things. And this includes when it comes to things. And this includes take your child to work day. My mom was a bank teller and took me to work. And instead of just doing the usual, this is a bank, this is how the bank works, they gave me my own window. And yes, I worked as a bank teller for a full day. And then in all caps, it says, on my own.
Put your child to work day is what they should have called that.
I was only 10 and not one customer batted an eye when they came to my window to complete their transactions. Luckily, I balanced my drawer and there were no issues.
I couldn't even balance my drawer when I was a fucking 19-year-old checker at a grocery store.
For real. I told my mom that I think this would be frowned upon today and was probably child labor. And there's a little laughing emoji. Mm-hmm. I even wore one of my mom's very 90s business outfits and curled my hair. My mom worked at this bank for years. One of my favorite things was when she was on ATM duty. This meant that for the weekend, she was on call when the ATM would get low on cash. And we, parentheses, because why not bring your kid into the bank after hours, would have to go into the bank and fill the ATM back up with cash. Oh. This gave me the perfect opportunity to stand on the other side of the ATM. And when someone would come up to the ATM, I would say, hi. It never failed to freak them out and give me immense joy. Oh, so they could talk through the ATM?
Yeah. It sounds like it. Oh my. Hi, from a tiny child.
Hi.
It's haunted.
The ATM is talking to you in a child's voice.
God.
MFM has been a part of my self-care routine for so long. As a social worker and mom of 2 toddlers, time to myself is rare, and I always look forward to a new episode. Stay sexy and don't worry about the 10-year-old bank teller on... Stay sexy and don't worry about the 10-year-old bank teller on Take Your Kid to Work Day. Rose.
Rose, that's so sweet. Thank you.
Rose dressed the part.
Oh,
she curled her 10-year-old hair.
I see it.
She showed up, and that makes sense. It's like... Rose is telling the story like, can you believe they let me do this? It's like, Rose, you wanted to do it. You were into it and everyone was playing along.
She showed up for work that day. It's just like, it wasn't...
Balanced her drawer.
And did it. And balanced her drawer. That is amazing.
I love it.
Fun, fun, fun. That's it. Thanks for writing in, you guys. We just love your letters. Tell us whatever you want at myfavoritemurder@gmail.com.
Yeah, such good stories and such nice slices of life.
I know.
Very needed and very appreciated. Also, so many people said they're day one listeners in these emails.
Are they really? There's like 500 of them. So
yeah, that's right. We need proof. Go through and you have to show us.
Yeah.
All right. Well, stay sexy.
And you'll get murdered.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Elvis, do you want a cookie?
This has been an Exactly Right production.
Our senior producer is Alejandra Keck.
Our editor is Aristotle Acevedo.
This episode was mixed by Liana Squilacci.
Email your hometowns to myfavoritemurder@gmail.com.
And follow the show on Instagram and Facebook at myfavoritemurder and on Twitter at myfavemurder. Goodbye.
Hey everybody, here's the thing about other home security systems. They're all designed for after the window breaks, after someone's inside, after you get the notification, after the police come. SimpliSafe is the first system designed for before, stopping a break-in before it even begins.
That's right. Unlike traditional security systems that only alert you after a break-in is already underway, SimpliSafe is designed to help prevent the crime before it starts. Their cameras can detect suspicious activity at the perimeter and alert live U.S.-based agents. Then SimpliSafe's agents assess the threat, intervene, speak through the camera to scare off the intruders, and call for 911 dispatch.
That's right, and SimpliSafe has been protecting your world for 20 years, everybody. So celebrate their anniversary and save 60% on your new SimpliSafe system at simplisafe.com/stuff. That's 60% off, you guys, at simplisafe.com/stuff. Plus, when you order, write in our show name and the How Did You Hear About Us survey to let them know that we sent you. Don't forget, there's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Hello, beautiful. I'm Amy Eric, founder of Madison Reed, a hair color company I named after my daughter. I started Madison Reed because I believed women deserve better. Better ingredients, better results, and the freedom to color on your terms. Color at home with our permanent hair color kit in less time and for less than a typical salon. It's a salon in a box for rich, dimensional color and 100% gray coverage. Try our 10-minute root touch-up kit for a permanent root refresh, or our hair and brow mascara to cover stray grays on the go. Or visit one of our 95 hair color bars nationwide to let our licensed pros color your hair for you. Join the more than 5 million women who have switched to our award-winning color. Visit madison-reed.com and use code PODCAST20 for 20% off your first order or service. Confident, bold, unstoppable. That's the power of Madison Reed.
Vacation planning should feel like a breeze, not a deep dive into countless travel sites searching for the best deal.
With Cheap Caribbean's Budget Beach Finder, you can search every destination and every date all in one search.
You'll save time and money with the Budget Beach Finder.
Say goodbye to endless scrolling and tab hopping, and hello to Budget Beach Bliss at your fingertips.
Go to cheapcaribbean.com to try out the Budget Beach Finder and see just how stress-free vacation planning should be.
Goodbye.